Good evening, everyone. Let me know if I'm so paranoid about my mic. Let me know if I'm sounding like a robot or anything. Hello, and hello, Rising Soul. Yes, you can ask what my class is when if the question about unsolicited is in reference to my chat rules and stuff, I just mean okay, sweet, thank you. um, I just mean like I don't want like people promoting stuff or like asking me to do specific things or like play specific things or like watch specific videos or whatever, like those kinds of requests. You can ask about the game I'm playing. You can ask about what I'm doing. That's all fine. It's mostly just letting people know that I'm not necessarily I'm doing a lot of no backseating, stuff like that, unless I do sometimes ask for it. I do sometimes it is, I will admit, sometimes hard to tell with me. Wow, my mic seems close to peaking. Hold on, I'm gonna kill the background music for a second and lower my mic because I am talking too loud. Okay, there, that should be better. But yeah, I will ask rhetorically sometimes, but when I like directly ask chat. For this though, backseating, not as big a deal because I have played Inquisition before. We're just trying to keep the chat spoiler free still because some of my viewers haven't played before, so you can't spoil me, but we do try to keep it spoiler free. Just then, yeah, no exploits. We're just letting me do my thing, all that jazz. But yeah. So I'm just playing as a mage for Inquisition this round. But yeah. I just drank that weird. Anyway, that's fine. I only did it in public. Okay. Hold on. Let me just. I feel like I did a bad job of my focus. All right. Trying to check the list. Yeah, it should be like we're mostly chill. Like if something happens that I'm like, "Oh, I'd prefer not." Then I'll just say that and it's like no biggie. Yeah. There we go. Am I in focus now? There we go. I think I'm in focus now. Okay. Well, hello, Venosco. You got to the literal last stage of the last level of Veilguard last night and had to stop because you weren't sure how long it would take, and you wisely went. That was smart. That is always such a struggle because, like, you get to that point and it's like, is it going to be another half hour or is it going to be another 2 hours? So you probably made the right choice, but it will be funny if you go back to it and you're like, oh, I was at the end. Yeah. Hello. Yes, also, I guess worth mentioning that I am not very far into Veilguard yet, so definitely no Veilguard spoilers in the chat, but yes. Yeah, I didn't play it all this week again. This is another week where I've gone with not playing anything. I basically am only playing stuff I'm streaming, and it's hard. I don't know what I'm so busy doing. It's just been busy. You're pretty sure it'll be more than 30 minutes, but less than 2 hours. But if it is 2 hours, that wasn't going to be great. Yeah, that's so fair. Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I look forward to getting to that point. It's gonna take me forever. I think whereas without spoiling anything, I will say like where I left off, because I'm still very early, where I left off, like the world was opening up. So like I went somewhere with the intention of doing quests, but then there was a bunch of exploration I could do, and I started getting distracted with that, and then I got to like a fork in the road that was a many pronged fork, and I was like, okay, I gotta stop playing now because this clearly I'm gonna get distracted and go for way too long. So that's where I last left off, and I haven't been in town, so that's been getting in the way of my Veilguard playing. which I do have a Steam Deck, and it is apparently Steam Deck compatible. It's just I don't have room on the Steam Deck for it right now. It's too big a game. So I'd have to go through and cull some other games, which I guess I could do. I could probably do that. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, and then I spent today like going through. I have the Polychrome drive for old VODs, and I've been going through and moving stuff onto that because I've been running out of space on my computer. Well, let me tell you, you're not going to like the 11th hour introduction of hippie zombies. This has not happened. This is a joke. It's not actually a spoiler. Well, is it a spoiler? Because now I know it's not going to happen. And I, for one, am disappointed and would have loved the 11th hour introduction of hippie zombies. I'm mostly joking, except that I'm like, I'm not against it. I feel like somebody could pull it off. Hello, Saberni. Hello. You're gonna be real with me. If that was an expectation, then that's on me, not you. Yeah, you know what? That's so fair. I don't know. I'm only like 12 hours in, but I got real hippie zombie vibes. I think maybe I'm more than 12 hours. I don't remember. I don't even remember how much I've played. Oh, we can see the way the light's hitting my nails that I'm covering up. I have been letting my nails grow out rather than having my gel nails. Like I have what's it called? I forgot. No, it's left my brain. Shellac. I have a gel shellac combo nail. And rather than going in to get them like professionally removed, because even that can wreck my nails a little bit. I don't have the most strong, thick nails in the world. And then definitely I would wreck my nails if I tried doing it myself. So I've just been letting my nails grow out, but they were getting silly enough that I covered them with normal nail polish. But you can see the thickness is so different. You can see with the light hitting it where the nail, the gel shellac underneath is. But yeah. You mean one of your actual critiques that is not a spoiler is you do dislike the degree to which the grittiness has been sucked from the setting. That started in Inquisition, though, so not unique to Veilguard. Right. Yes. I mean, I think I will have more to say about that later, because like I've heard some of this criticism, but like haven't totally agreed with it. But maybe that's just vibes. Like it's the vibes are different, because I don't know, man. I have done Docktown, and I was like, Docktown right away was real. I guess that's more like a darkness thing than like a grittiness thing. So maybe that's where it is. I see people complain that it's not as dark, and I think what they mean is it's not as gritty, because that maybe makes more sense. I just talked myself around. Because because there's, I feel like it's still as dark as other Dragon Ages. And you are right that did start also more with Inquisition than like Origins and 2. But yeah. Anyway, I have like updates for, because I did do, I lied and said that I haven't played outside of streaming, which is why I haven't played Veilguard. That's not totally true. I replayed some stuff in Inquisition that I'll explain. Honestly, we should just do a joint stream at the end of this and talk through everything. That, I would be down for that. Yeah. Polychrome podcast about Dragon Age. Yeah, no, I'd be so down for that. Yeah. But yeah, what I did was, cool, you're not actually joking, we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, listen, I was fully ready to take that seriously, and am serious, because I feel like that will be easier than me just talking at you in chat, and maybe easier for other people to, in chat, get, like, if we're talking with words from our mouths, then other people can contribute and chat more without it getting lost you and like Saberni having a lot to contribute to the conversation. You know what I mean? Um, so I think that makes a lot of sense and is a good idea. So let's do that. 100 years from now, when I finally finish Inquisition and Veilguard. Well, maybe just Inquisition, we'll say. She's saying we talked to, you know, as I was saying it, I was like, this sounds like that's what I'm saying. And it kind of is. It's not what I'm saying, but I'm saying that, but not as a bad thing, because you're talking about what we're talking about. I'm just saying that the chat will be less like, if other people also wanted to talk, if they're like intimidated by the amount of chats from you guys, then that will go away. But also, if they weren't intimidated by that and the chat's just flying by, I'm going to miss stuff. I'm going to miss stuff that people say. I'm objectively right. I'm objectively right that you talk too much. Yeah, Saberni has never had opinions on Dragon Age ever once in her life. And I can say that as someone who's known her whole life. Yeah. What was I? Okay, yes. Okay, so, but update. Okay, so if you'll recall those who were here, if you'll recall after In Hushed Whispers, I was concerned about the fact that Solas seemed to not have anything to say to me, which seemed like a glitch, especially because he seemed to not have anything to say to me in a very glitchy, weird way, and then when I came back to him, he had nothing new to say. So I was like, well, if I have some sort of glitch, maybe I can knock that glitch out by having taken him with me to In Hushed Whispers. And I love In Hushed Whispers, so I will not be mad playing it again. So I did play it again, but taking Solas with me. Though I did forget, I'll have gotten less stuff, because I did forget that I needed a rogue with me to get into some of the rooms. So I did miss some stuff that I got in my on-stream playthrough of In Hushed Whispers. But then hold on, before I forget, turn that down. Okay. Then I think that actually turned out to have been unnecessary, though I don't know that I had a save after In Hushed Whispers. That was also before I talked to everybody in the post In Hushed Whispers game. So I think what actually happened is I just needed to talk to Solas like before Dorian or before somebody, because I went to go talk to him, saw that it worked, went great. Okay, I can talk to everyone else, and I'll just leave him for last, and then we will go. We'll just start the stream with talking to Solas, and it'll be good. Except then the glitch happened, so it didn't matter where I took him. It was just a glitch that was happening if you talked to him last after In Hushed Whispers, which I don't remember if I knew about this glitch. Probably I always talked to him first and maybe didn't know about it. So instead I did a save, and I will jump around to after. We will not have to relive. Yeah, it's very weird. So he's gonna talk like he was in Hushed Whispers, and that's because off stream I did do that. But I did save before you find him in Hushed Whispers, because I said I was going to maybe show people videos of that anyway, because I think it's interesting. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll save that to farther into playthrough, because we do have a lot of quests to get through today. We're doing In Your Heart Shall Burn, and it's a big one, so I should get to it. But instead we're gonna futz around a little bit beforehand, but then we'll get to it. We won't do any other quests. We've pretty much talked to everybody that I wanted to talk to before launching into this. Yeah, and this conversation isn't that important that I missed. It didn't have any missed flirting or anything like that. So, and if it did have flirting in it, then I missed it, and I've soft locked myself out of this romance, as I have feared. But anyway, we'll find out. So what I've decided to do is I have loaded the save that is from the version of Unhushed Whispers that I did off stream, so we can have a little chat with Solas. Then we'll jump forward to the post conversation, which is just, it's it's not like super important. I just felt bad that I was missing Solas's conversation. And then and then we'll jump to the more recent save. I think I made all the same like conversational decisions. They would have been close in any case. And I the only other thing I kind of changed, I changed up who's wearing what armor and stuff. So that's the only other thing that's different. Otherwise, you haven't missed anything. So, okay. First things first. Let's recap. God, what do I even have to recap? There's a big old hole in the sky that was opened by a magical explosion that ripped a hole in the veil between Skyhold, bad times. That's, you know what? That's basically it. Yeah. It created it's created a rift between our world, the material plane as it's known in D&D, and the Fade, which is a land of dreams and spirits and magic and all that fun stuff. Because of this big old rift in the sky, there's all these, like, it's creating all these other tinier rifts that demons are coming out of. There were demons coming from the big rift, but we managed to stop that rift from closing, or from opening more in the opening of the game. But we weren't able to close it entirely. We are able to close the littler rifts. How are we able to do that? Well, we were at the epicenter of the explosion. We don't totally remember everything that happened. But we have like a little rift called the Anchor in our hand that we can use to close other rifts. We got a weird hand thing. So the hope is if we can power up the weird hand thing enough, it will close. We can use it to close the big rift in the sky. So to that end, we have been trying to find people to put power into it. We've decided those people are going to be the rebel mages, because this explosion happened in part because of, or at least in part, because of is maybe not the right word, but it happened at like an important event there's like a civil war going on between mages who get their insufficient prayer. There's a civil war. There's a civil war going on between mages and Templars, with like mages being people with innate magical ability, which they, from their strong connection to the Fade, they used to be under the thumb of the Chantry, which are fantasy Catholics, who like made sure that they were all raised in a circle. The fantasy Catholics have Templars, who are basically kind of religious knights of sorts, and they have like special magic suppression abilities. So they were supposed to protect mages / protect people from mages / they're like the good guys. Oh boy. And sorry, I lost my headphones. I dropped them. My computer's in a weird position because of reasons, so I wasn't able to reach my headphones as easily. Okay, we're gonna wrap my hand with them so I don't lose them. I didn't wonder what I was doing. It's so I like, because they're just earbuds, they don't stay on my desk very well when I'm not using them. And so they fall down and then they get lost in the other wires that are under my desk because my wire management isn't the best. And I currently have, because I am organizing my VODs onto a different drive, I have my computer like turned around so I can access the ports for that. And I'm leaving it turned around for now, because I'm going to give that drive back to Chromavision when I'm done with it. Anyway, all this to say that there's more wires down there than usual, and in order to find which one is the headphones, I had to like reach farther back than normal to find the source of the headphones. This is all fascinating stuff, I'm sure. What was I saying? Oh yeah, magic people versus magic anti-magic knights who work for the church, but now don't work for the church. That's a whole thing. Anyway, there was like a decision where, while that civil war is happening, they were like, okay, the Chantry really wants everybody to calm down, so we're gonna have a meeting with the Templars and the mages, with the Chantry helping, I don't know, mediate or whatever. The Divine, aka Fantasy Pope, is there. We're gonna figure this out, but instead an explosion happened that ripped a hole in the sky, and the Divine was killed, and a lot of leaders were killed, and it was not so great. So that's how we ended up where we are now. We've gone to the mages for help. We did do the quest to recruit the Templars as a bonus stream alternate reality, just to see what that quest was. So we know some wonky stuff was going on with the Templars, but we don't have to worry about that because we did an alternate reality where we went to the mages. We were, we went to the mages. The Mage Rebellion was going so poorly that they had gotten desperate and gotten help from a mage from Tevinter called Alexius. Tevinter being the only country where mages are not, they're able to run stuff, and in fact do. They are pretty much in charge. That's an oversimplification, but that's basically what it is. And specifically, this guy is part of a cult called the Venatori. So they were bad news, and so we were like, oh, we don't love that the Venatori are here. We especially don't love that they have our local mages under their thumb now. And even worse, we met another mage from Tevinter called Dorian, who was like, Alexius is playing with time magic, and now that the rift is there, it's making the time magic go pretty chaotic and big, and I am afraid bad things are going to happen, so I'm here to help you take down Alexius. So we went to go take down Alexius. Alexius tried to do something with time magic to us, but what he ended up doing, because Dorian saved us, thanks Dorian, was send Dorian and our character, Galadriel 2, I'll remind you our character's name is Galadriel 2, we got thrown a year into the future where we discovered that our friends, that the world had basically ended. The rift was everywhere. Something called the Elder One was in charge. Demons were everywhere. The Empress of Orlais was assassinated. Alexius was doing a bunch of experiments with the Blight. It was all bad. Everything was bad. So we basically recruited our gravely wounded and red lyrium infected friends to help us get to Alexius and get to the spot where the portal to the future was originally opened, and reopen it so that we can go back to our present day and have none of this happen, which we were able to successfully do while all of our friends in the future sacrificed themselves. It was very sad, but we came back to the present time, and Alexius gave up, and the mages were kicked out of Redcliffe, which is where they were hanging out, by the king and queen, and so we recruited them into the Inquisition, and now we're ready to take them to the big rift and try and close it. But jumping back in time during this, I guess back in time for us, but future in time in universe, real quick, here's the Solas version of finding the so you see are all weird and infected from the lyrium. Oh no, red lyrium, bad.
You're alive. We saw you die.
The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? You could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
I'm glad you understood what he just said, because I'm not sure I did.
You would think such understanding would stop me from making such terrible mistakes. You would be wrong. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass. We'll have to go up. I've heard the guards saying that Alexius barricaded himself in the throne room.
But anyway, all that worked out and everything's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't think that. Anyway, I had thoughts about saving that conversation. People make bad decisions with good information all the time. That's, you know, that's true. That is true. But you like to think that you like to think better of yourself. So I get it. I get being like, I like to think that if I had good information, I would act on that good information in a good way. But, you know, I guess we're only human. Okay. Okay, wait, where... Was it this? Was it... No. Why is this save all weird? Maybe I didn't save before. Did I get rid of my other save? Did I, in which case we wouldn't have the conversation with... No, this is, wow. Okay, hold on. I took pictures of this. I was like, my saves are real messy now. This is what happens when I try to solve stuff off stream and then go, okay, I need to now put stuff. So, okay, that's, yeah. Yeah, no, that's the original one. So it should be this, but this might be... I feel like this will be in the basement, in which case you'll all have missed out on the oh no, it is this. Okay.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach.
We did it.
You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
If we'd recruited the Templars, it would have been.
I've been to the Fade before. I'd know it.
Point taken. What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
I agree. Oh, there is a...
Most people have trouble wrapping their heads around the idea.
I'm not most people.
I appreciate you talking with me about it. And not being most people.
If you wish me to speak of Olesian fashion, I may be at a loss. Magical surprises I can handle. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe. A being who aspires to godhood is unlikely to ignore such an affront.
All right. Coda's Kane, John one. Yeah, he's the Elder One. How bad can someone be called the Elder One be? Yeah. Respect your elders. Okay, and then... Then where did my... Well, I don't want to have to replay on stream all of the conversations, because you guys saw all that last week. You don't need that. I mean, I can speedrun them pretty good now. Now that I've done them twice in a row. Okay. Because that was... Yeah. It's not you, is it? Hold on, let me load this. I'm just scrambling around my save. This is why I need to be able to name my saves. Yeah, no, this isn't it. This isn't the save. That's a different one. Deeply unfortunate. Okay. Maybe I didn't save over. I can't find it. I'm going to have to just go through this save, and we're going to just speed run through all the conversations that I did last time. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Oh no, is this it? This is it. I found it magically. I found it by accident. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Because I knew I'd left off finally going into the basement and looking into all of the rooms that Sarah unlocked for me. Ooh, the Black City. Yes, okay. No traveler to the Fade can fail to spot the Black City, which is one of my favorite things about any quest that takes place in the Fade in the Dragon Age series, is trying to find the Black City. But yeah, it is one of the few constants of that ever-changing place. No matter where one might be, the city is visible, always far off, for it seems that the only rule of geography in the Fade is that all points are equidistant from the Black City. The chant teaches that the Black City was once the seat of the Maker, from whence he ruled the Fade, left empty when men turned away from him. Dreamers do not go there, nor do spirits. Even the most powerful demons seem to avoid the place. It was golden and beautiful once, so the story goes, until a group of powerful Magister Lords from the Tevinter Imperium devised a means of breaking in. When they did so, their presence defiled the city, turning it black, which was perhaps the least of their worries. From Beyond the Veil, Spirits and Demons by the enchanter Emir Dromo. Yeah, so for those who have been with us since Origins, that's what the chantry says is how the Blight started. Is that those Tevinter Magisters that went into the Golden City, blackened the halls with sin, were cast back out into the world as the first Darkspawn. We met the Architect in Awakening, who I don't think he ever says that's what he is, but we can suspect based on the Legacy DLC that that's what he is, because he's very similar to Corypheus, who was the guy that we the big bad of the Legacy DLC in Dragon Age 2. So I don't actually know if I have just assumed the Architect is one of those as well, or if that was actually confirmed somewhere. But certainly it is heavily implied by Legacy DLC. And then Architect doesn't remember his past. So I knew that we didn't learn it. I know for sure. Seems like he must be. Okay, this makes me feel like I didn't miss any confirmation, because my recollection was like, certainly in the Awakening DLC it's not said, because I remember Corypheus and Legacy blowing my mind, and then in hindsight being like, that's what the Architect must have been. But no confirmation. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm right about that.
Thank you for all that you are doing.
Okay. Let's go. Anyway, I think the plan tonight is to get through this next section and then stop pretty much immediately, like the first chance we get after this next section is done. So, like...
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Yeah, because it's gonna take a while, and also... there's so many conversations. Like, for me to get to a point where I could be doing side quests off stream will just take forever, because, like, everyone's gonna have a lot of stuff to say. There's gonna be a lot of exploration that you guys should see. Yeah. So I do think that once we get to the end of this stream, that will be the last chance for anyone to give any opinions on who I should romance. Keeping in mind that because I've been fickle with my flirting, that I may have ruined things for some characters, but hopefully not. I will do like a tiered list where I will prioritize characters and then go to them first, and then if it seems like, because I feel like we're getting to the point where I will know for sure if I can romance a character based on conversations. So yeah, okay. I don't think I have any other war table stuff to do just now. Use strumpet. Yeah. I think I flirted with almost everyone at least once. I don't remember if Iron Bull and Sarah I did, because I think I recruited them late enough that I maybe didn't, that I had maybe started to narrow down already. But I definitely flirted with, like, Blackwall and Solas and Cullen and Josephine. I might have flirted with Iron Bull and Sarah. I don't remember. Go to the VODs. roll the tape. I have definitely flirted with Dorian and Cassandra, but we all know that that's leading nowhere. Anyway, an ally from Starkhaven. I look forward to future collaboration with the Inquisition. Please accept this gift from the Vale family's coffers. May it be put toward relief efforts in Haven from some guy. We are recommended levels 8 to 11. We are level 11. You were gonna say the problem is for you at least. The two best choices are Cassandra and Dorian, but not for me. Yeah, I will make some cute boys for Cassandra and Dorian at some point. I have heard very good things about both of their romances. The good news is I do enjoy their friendship arcs. I especially enjoy Dorian's friendship arc, so I don't feel like I'm missing out too much. But I do feel like I'm missing out just enough to make some boys in the future. Okay. Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all. Here we go. We're about to end the game for sure. This is it. No, honestly, Dorian is good regardless. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think Dorian, much like Morgan in Origins, has like a great friendship arc. So. Like I do have a male warden save somewhere where I have the intention of romancing Morgan, but like despite that, I'm like I felt fulfilled by her friendship arc, and similar to Dorian. But I hear such good things about Dorian's romance that it is enough for me to go like, okay, all right, I will prioritize a Dorian romance at some point. So. Anyway, yeah, let's do this. No more delaying.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach.
You betcha.
We cannot know how you will be affected.
Absolutely wild that Morgan is straight, by the way. Oh, listen, you know I agree. And same with Cassandra, but you know, real talk, boning Morgan was like the obvious choice as a teenage boy, but you don't think I missed much by not. That has kind of been, so unlike with Dorian, where I'm hearing such great things about his romance, I'm like, oh, okay, like I really loved his friendship arc, but it sounds like his romance arc is just as good, so I do want to do his romance arc. But unlike Dorian, with Morgan, I really love her friendship arc, so I don't feel like I missed out on anything with her romance arc, and nobody has contradicted me there, so... You don't think Cassandra being straight is but you agree, Rhea Morgan? Yes, ish. It's like, I'm mostly, like, I'm being a bit, just I'm mad because I wanted to romance Cassandra as a woman. When I say Cassandra being straight is wild. But in my defense, she does, like, act like she has a crush on Hawk in Dragon Age 2 as Dragon Age 2 goes along in a way that does not change regardless of gender, and I know Cassandra deserves a lady knight and knight romance where both are I assume women was the last part of that lady and knight romance. Where both are both. Oh, I see. I understand. God, yeah, okay. No, I've now read your sentence properly. Cassandra deserves a lady and knight romance where both are both. God damn it. Yeah, I would have loved that, of course. And anyway, here's Saberni. Yes, I do understand now. Both lady and knight. I just, you know, this is Saberni's famous lack of opinions on Dragon Age coming to the forefront here. You want to sweep her off her feet, but also be carried by her. Yeah, I feel ya. I fully feel ya. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, certainly you can explain stuff away from Cassandra. You're out of your element. Yeah, well, you know. God, what was I gonna say? Oh, that I just like I don't feel as strongly about like Cassandra being straight being like wild as I do about characters like Morgan or Jack from Mass Effect, or like, yeah, Morgan is so, she's a witch who lives in the woods. What else do I have to say? with disdain for societal norms. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is why these streams are all 5 hours, is I have to stop and talk about all of my Dragon Age opinions before we do anything. These hot women with revealing outfits and disdain for society and men should be smooching ladies. Agreed. 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 Anyway, let's do this. Let's burn some hearts. Because I have my computer turned around, its fans are blowing straight to me, and so I'm like, I'm gonna get so warm. I might have to open a window at some point. Side note, you understand why there's a trend of making characters player sexual, but you think it's coward shit. Lock people out of stuff. Make them characters with preferences. Yeah, I actually tend to agree with that, and I absolutely get people preferring player sexual characters, and being able to romance anybody as anybody and stuff like that, and like I get that, but like I am of the opinion that I do like the, yeah, you don't think there's a wrong answer. Yes. I would agree. Yeah, this is very much a like my preference versus, exactly. Yeah. My preferences versus, and I guess your preferences as well, versus what it is the trend lately, and I do think it's a good trend still. I do like that I'm gonna be able to just make a bunch of great ladies that romance all the characters. That will be fun. But I also like, yeah, I don't know. As we get more into this game, I think Inquisition, despite my complaints about Cassandra being straight, I think the cast of Inquisition feels very well-rounded with having this many, and like it's not perfectly done by any means, but like, I don't know, it does help them feel well-rounded. All characters should be gay and trans always. Hey, I can't disagree with that either. Hi, Chromavision. Thank you for the 29 months. Okay. I'm gonna go with the usual gang for this. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I didn't hear it, but I often don't hear it, so I didn't think that was weird. Oh, because my alert box is turned off for some reason. That's why. Sorry about that. Huh. It's like I often don't hear it. I'm a my sub notification is a bigot. Man, wouldn't that be? At least I read it out loud, so I know it didn't pop up in the chat thing, but at least I read it out loud so everyone will know. I don't know why I ever turned it off. Maybe I was doing something else. You want all your women to be able to smooch all women. You can take or leave the men. Fair enough. How will you know which tarot you got? Or is that someone else you forget? I have bad and good news. The bad news is it's not me. The good news is it means you didn't miss a tarot card. The other good news is the person who it is in the chat right now. Shout out, Venomous Goat. All right. Let's go. Whoa! You did magic hands, but I can't see them. Mages. I believe you, though.
Focus past the Herald. Let her will draw from you.
Yeah. I'm so magical.
You did it.
Yay! And that's the end of the game. Listen, did we expect a bit of a bigger climax? Sure. But all in all, I think we all did a great job. We saved the world. Everybody's happy. And now we just get to party. How wonderful. Can't get anything past you, Chromavision.
Solas confirms the heavens of Skyhold
Sure.
are calm. The breach is sealed. We've reports of lingering rifts, and many questions remain. But this was a victory. Word of your heroism has spread.
Oh, I think we all did a great job and that it's not too soon to celebrate and we saved the world and everything's fine. You remember getting to this mission the first time you played and being, like, confused and ready to be mad? I was so, like... It wasn't me, it was the weird hand thing. No, I'm gonna say we all did this. But I just remember being like, what? What? No. What? No. What? This whole time.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right.
Well said.
This was a victory of Alliance. One of the few in recent memory. With the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
Forces approaching! To arms!
What? No, but we won the game.
What the... We must get to the gates!
This bodes poorly.
Woohoo. Look it! This is fun.
I knew it was too easy.
Yeah, same. Yeah, so okay, hold on. Just like catching up. Wait, and remembering how to pause, because I feel like I'm going to need to panic pause a lot. Two Arms Footman, Warcraft 3. Yeah, that's surely a reference. Oh my god, look at all these quests. Is it saying that I've done all the quests that have been in the game so far? Okay, it stopped. Okay, that's good. I was like, we're gonna be here a while if that's the case. You had that feeling the first time you played Ratchet & Clank, you were like, oh, wow, what a well done game, when it seemed like it climaxed and there was like 8 more planets after that. Oh man. Okay, and then, yeah, Venosco, you're like, sure, there had to be something else ready to drop, but you had no idea what they were going to do. Yeah, there have been a handful of games like that for you. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna, oops, I made myself not right. Oh gosh.
We have to put
now,
up
why would I need a
barricades or
supply
something.
cache? What's going on, guys?
Cullen?
One watchguard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Under what banner?
None.
None?
Yeah, you can't negotiate right out of this one, Josie.
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help. People are coming to hurt you. You probably already know.
What is this? What's going on?
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him? He knows you. You took his mages. There.
I know that man. But this Elder One...
What were we just talking about?
He's very angry that you took his mages.
Cullen, give me a plan. Anything.
Haven is no fortress. If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle. Get out there and hit that force. Use everything you can.
Mages! You have sanction to engage them. That is Samson. He will not make it easy. Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
Yeah, you weren't Chromovision. You weren't here for the alternate reality Champions of the Just. Yeah, so yeah, a couple comments on what just happened because I'm very excited. Obviously, I love Cole so much, and then everybody who was along for the Champions of the Just alternate reality, where Cole was the one who helped us, and I was like, okay, we will have a chance to meet Cole later, even though we're doing the mage playthrough. So this is where you would meet Dorian if you hadn't done if you had done Champions of the Just instead of in Hushed Whispers, and he faints dramatically into, or he doesn't faint fully, he swoons dramatically into Cullen's arm, and that's, you know, spawned 1,000 fics. Anyway, I'm ignoring your your SJW Spanish Goat comment. It was like, no, Cullen's, we're pretending his voice actor doesn't exist. You just think to yourself, Shirley's gonna stop making jokes about Greg Ellis being a dick, but I'm wrong. Yeah, listen, I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed. Everyone has very, yes, and then that was the other comment. Everyone has very good eyesight, because, like, they were, like, here or something? Look at, I can't see shit. Who are these little guys? Who knows? Anyway, they're all like, oh. And so the fact that Cullen recognized Samson from which we'll talk about Samson after this is done. I don't want to completely ruin the flow of this quest by stopping to talk about everything all the time. But we have met Samson before, not as this character, but in Dragon Age 2, Samson in Dragon Age 2. Maybe it's because every character is magic elf of some sort, impossible to say for sure. But Cullen is one of the human characters who, I mean, I guess he was kind of magic when he was a Templar. Leo, look, voice actor, jokes aside, Cullen, that's horseshit. You did not see him from that distance. Yeah. Hoot. A Nug Totem. Hooray.
Almost ready. Keep them off us.
You betcha. You got it. Who am I killing? People down here? Oh yeah, people down here. Yeah, we gotta explore the rest of Haven. That's a lot of people! We're just a tiny little town! We're just a wee town! We're like, for you to not stand. Yeah. Ow! No! Ow! Rude. I just gotta keep getting him lightning, or somebody make him behind.
Keep them back. We're ready to fire.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Wait to attack until I finish looting your dead comrades, please. Gotta be honest, these Templars are not faring well enough against the mage protagonist for them to be worth it. But I'm special. Okay, so
Movement clear! Firing!
Yeah, great work. Great work, guys.
They felt that. We'll reload. You get
Okay.
to the other trebuchet. It is firing.
Okay, okay. Oh, is it the one that's... Hold on, is that up? Okay, yeah. I think it's down here still. Okay. We also haven't seen Haven at night yet. This is our first time seeing it at, well, it looks like it's evening. But you know, a different time of day than usual. Hey, you killed my
We must get this trebuchet firing.
Inquisition buddy. That's rude. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ooh, it's supply cache. That's actually great. That's great. I'm gonna stand up here and kill you all from here. Oh, okay. I gotta stop aiming for the guy.
Someone help!
Okay. Okay.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
Okay, everybody take some health potions. You too, you too, you too. We have a supply cache here, we can restock if we need to. Look at these weird guys. Oh, anyway, regarding the giant hat, Cole's giant hat is one of my favorite things and the reason why I will never get the game helmet.
We've got time. Through the trebuchet. Start firing.
Okay, wait. Oh, well, I didn't need to heal up again. We've reached level 12. Good for us. Good for us. Okay, okay. Oh, God. Can I just real quick level everybody up a little bit? Oh, yeah, I do want Mind Blast. Okay, great. That was an easy decision. Great news. Oh, no, you have everything here. Oh, Varric, I don't want to have to make decisions just now. Oh, you have nothing to spend. Oh, it was just me who leveled up. That's great news. That's great news. I don't have to waste time. We got this. No problem. Here's the thing. There's just so many Templars. There's just so many of them. Yeah. We did it! We won the game part 2. Uh-oh.
That is not possible.
Everyone to the gates!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, they warned us in the title.
Shoulder!
Oh,
Herald!
Ah.
With the storm.
Can I... How do I... Wait, can I get up there? Wait, how do I... Hold on, this is where I have to pause. Can I get... Do I have to climb up in? Do I remember how to do that? I think I remember how to do that. I think I can. Get in this way? This way? Oh. Nope, that was just me unlocking. I don't want to loot stuff while someone's dying. I think I have to climb up. there a way to climb up? I do want to know because I'm having trouble remembering how this part worked. I know I for sure climb up through a roof at some point. Okay, I was gonna go all the way around and climb up the side, which maybe would have worked. Oh god, it is. Ugh. The door is obstructed. Sure. Can I blast it from here? Can I? Now I can't get out! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't want Harriet to die because I'm incompetent at gameplay. You definitely... I remember at least one of the roofs that you have to climb in through. How was I supposed to do this? I might reload. I just want to figure out how I was supposed to do it. Well, I might have to reload simply because I'm stuck in here. I might be able to AoE, or maybe Cassandra can do it. Okay, anyway. Well, I guess if I'm stuck in there, Cassandra can maybe get me back out. Where is an autosave? Here? How long ago was that? Oh, that was only a few seconds ago. Here? Anyway, Whoopsie Doo can climb them through. Okay. Yes, that was only 2 minutes ago, which still might not be far enough back, but rather than having to redo a cutscene. Whee! Okay. Maybe I just have to attack the boxes in general? Okay, hold on. Let's pause. Why is this not working? Because I don't have AoE. Can you do something? Wait, I might have to look this up. I'm very confused. I know I've saved him in every other playthrough, so how did I figure this out before? And I'm not figuring it out now. Do I have to... How do I destroy them, though? I'm trying to destroy them. I'm not glitched, am I? I'll be very sad if I glitched here. Okay, I just have to keep... I just don't have, like, a health bar. There we go. Okay.
Just grabbing essentials. Won't die for the fool.
Okay. Are you... Okay, great. Don't die, buddy. Okay, cool. I think what threw me off there was how, because like when you destroy walls and stuff, there's a destroy prompt, and then other things that you fight have like a health bar, and I just forgot to so that's good to remember.
We need everyone back to the Chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast.
At this point, just make them work for it.
The people of Haven will not survive on their own.
Do I remember where all the people are that are in trouble? I feel like this is one, right?
No. Hear that?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, buddy.
No.
You sound like you're in real distress, buddy.
Let me out of here.
Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. Oh, shit. Where's Lisette? Wait. Where's Lisette? Down here? No, that's... Which direction am I going? Yeah, okay. Over here. Okay, okay. Ah! Oh, she's getting attacked. Okay, okay. Did she die already? I left her too long. I don't see her anymore. No, you gotta go for now, but good luck not die. Thanks, thanks, and thanks for the work. Okay, alright. I don't think I did it. I don't think Lisette made it. Which, I think that'll be my first time ever not saving everyone. I got really lucky my first playthrough and I found everybody. So that's too bad. Okay. Yeah, I knew this was gonna be
Hear that?
here. Okay, there she is. Okay, I was like,
The Herald will save us. She will.
you got it,
I knew
Flissa.
you can. We are all blessed.
Oh god. Oh boy. Oh, they did not fare well. Yikes. 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 Alright, I need everybody to get out of my way. Too cramped. We're all in that doorway together. Oh no, now there's a plague in my face. Okay. Oh god.
Survivor.
Oh god. Okay. And then
Herald, what's happening?
I don't know. Where's Buddy? I ran into a fire heroically and he wasn't there.
Another death, I fear.
No, don't he die? No, I'm doing so poorly. How did I do this? How did I nail this the first time? I shouldn't have rescued Monet first. Oh man, I do remember that one being the hardest because they're right next to each other. Oh no, oh no. Where was he? Where was he? Was he back here? Was he in here? Must have been in his room? Or something? Where was he? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is so sad to happen on the pots. You're right, the pots explode. Yes, I think that's right. You have to but no, that's how Maeve dies. Or the pots explode. Oh, okay, okay. Well, won't. This is
Hear that?
Thread!
Come on, monsters!
Don't run into battle like that! Oh my god. You didn't expect this from me.
Saved
Why
a few,
not?
time to go.
Well, I guess that means I was everybody I could save. Oh man, I can't believe I lost 2 people. It's like, I know I got lucky and saved everybody the first time. And I maybe on my second playthrough lost 1, but I don't think I did, because at that point I was like, yes, I know to look for everybody and find. But you know what? Maybe it was, I might have on my second playthrough lost, again, because I don't think I've ever lost Manu. I think I've always had her. Okay, that's everything? That's really everything? Okay.
Move! Keep going!
Oh, buddy.
The chantry is your shelter!
He tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die.
What a charming boy.
Herald, our position is not good. That dragon stole back any time you might have earned us.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village. He only wants the Herald.
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you. No one else matters, but he'll crush them, kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't
Me
like...
neither, Cole.
Herald, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it unless you'd made the summer pilgrimage, as I have. The people can escape. She must have shown me. Or Andraste must have shown me so I could tell you.
What are you on about, Roderick?
It was whim that I walked the path. I did not mean to start. It was overgrown. Now, with so many in the Conclave dead, to be the only one who remembers... I don't know, Herald. If this simple memory can save us, this could be more than mere accident. You could be more.
What about it, Cullen? Will it work?
Possibly, if he shows us the path. But what of your escape? Perhaps you will surprise it. Find a way. Inquisition, follow Chancellor Roderick through the Chantry. Move!
Herald, if you are meant for this, if the Inquisition is meant for this, I pray for you.
They'll load the trebuchets. Keep the Elder One's attention until we're above the tree line. If we are to have a chance, if you are to have a chance, let that thing hear you.
If there's one thing I know, it's how to get an asshole's attention.
Alright, here we go. Anyway, I like that scene. I do remember this being a mission where my first time I really noticed the music here because I was like, it's so desperate. Oh no. Opening with Green Lightning. It's just it's fun to run into a room and just slam yourself on the ground and get everybody, you know? Okay, get out of my face. Oh, what in this guy's face? No, stop it. Okay, stop it. Okay. What was that? Cassandra's at least very on guard. Okay, no, they're not aiming at me.
Reinforcements!
Boy, I am going through my health potions. Got that! Missing my dodge capabilities. Wow, Cassandra, that was so heroic! Way to protect me while I was looting. She just that guy was about to hit me and she just slammed into me. It was slammed into him and knocked him away from me. That was great. Okay, everybody take some health potions just in case there's another wave. Okay. I feel like there is going to be another wave. I'm not that far into the trebuchet. I can hear things approaching. Yeah, if you get through a quarter each time, it looks like.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Yeah, there sure are. I saw you causing problems before. There's no problem. It's fine. false like that. Yeah, it might, yeah, it's just gonna be a... Yeah, okay.
We brought base reinforcements.
Ah! Hi! Oh! Big! A big one! A big one! I don't like it! I don't like it! Oh no! Oh no! You know what? I'm gonna take care of Luke's, and you guys can worry about the fucking, okay, that done that. You guys can worry about the big guy. Uh-oh. Attacking you from behind. Rude. Okay. The camera's shaking and I have no idea what's happening behind me. Ah! The lightning jutting across the screen and then this jutting into frame. Very dramatic stuff happening behind me that I just did not see. Oh, there's another little one. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh my god, he re-upped his armor. Oh no! Okay, we're making good progress. Right, Captain Dennis. Ooh, okay. We met him in the... Right? That's who we met at the beginning of Champions of the Just, when we did that. Okay. Like one more wave? And we'll have this? Maybe two? I don't know why I'm watching the the bar for the trebuchet fill. Like I can will it. Maybe, yeah. Well, maybe we got it. We're so close. Yeah, surely Knight Captain Dem was the last one to fight.
Move! Now!
Enough! Pretender, you toy with forces beyond your ken no more.
Just stop so we can talk. I don't think that's gonna happen. Hey, you know what? We're gonna be tough in the face of our death.
Whatever you are, I'm not afraid.
Words mortals often hurl at the darkness. Once they were mine, they are always lies. Know me. Know what you have pretended to be. Exalt the Elder One. The will that is Corypheus. You will kneel.
I want to understand.
Why are you here? What do you want from us?
I ask for nothing because it is not in your power to give, but that will not stop me. I am here for the anchor. The process of removing it begins now.
My weird hand thing!
It is your fault, Geralt. You interrupted a ritual years in the planning, and instead of dying, you stole its purpose. I do not know how you survived, but what marks you as touched, what you flail at rifts, I crafted to assault the very heavens. And you used the anchor to undo my work. The gall.
The nerve, the cheek, the gall, the audacity, and the gumption.
What is this thing meant to do?
It is meant to bring certainty where there is none. For you, the certainty that I would always come for it. I once breached the Fade in the name of another to serve the old gods of the Empire in person. I found only chaos and corruption, dead whispers. For 1,000 years I was confused, no more. I have gathered the will to return under no name but my own, to champion Withered to Winter and correct this blighted world. Beg that I succeed, for I have seen the throne of the gods, and it was empty.
Oh no, we're so small! No, don't throw us! We're just small!
The anchor is permanent.
We're just little!
You have spoilt it with your stumbling. So be it. I will begin again. Find another way to give this world the nation and God it requires. And you, I will not suffer even an unknowing rival. You must die.
Bitch, come with me.
You expect me to fight, but that's not why I kept you talking.
Enjoy your victory. Here's your prize!
Hell yeah! I just love it so much. That whole scene is such a good villain introduction. And it's fucking Corypheus, who... who we knew was still out there from the Legacy DLC, and it was the villain of my favorite Dragon Age DLC. The hype I felt playing this for the first time, it was indescribable. The emotions I felt playing this quest for the first time were so much. I was so... I want to cry right now thinking about it. I have seen the Throne of the Gods and it was empty is so fucking good. It's so good. It's just like, I love... Corypheus is such an interesting figure in the lore of Dragon Age as like one of the first... as the first Darkspawn, or I guess one of the first Darkspawn. And like... Also, I did note that he's like, this was years in the planning, this thing. And they fired that writer. Insane. Anyway, yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. And like, oh, look at our poor little glowing hand. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, he fucked us up. So wait, what else was I? Because we're not even done yet. I just have to talk about how many emotions I had about the attack on Haven, and like it's such a good, because it's like you're just so out of sorts going into that quest because it's so unexpected to be like this early in the game and have closed the rift, which was the stated purpose at the beginning of the game. It's like what you expect to be doing for the whole game is working towards that, and then you do it. And I like went into that quest being like, obviously something's going to go wrong and we're not actually going to be able to close the rift here. Obviously something's going to, and then it doesn't. And you're partying at Haven, and so it's like I'm already thrown off have being all like, wait, nothing went wrong with closing the rift. What's even happening? Are we just, did we do it? Did I just blast through this game? What's going on? And then the attack happens, and it's like you fucking lose your base that you've been, the little town that you've been like going back to throughout the whole opening. The whole first, I don't know, I guess I would say this is the first like third of the game. Maybe I'm being generous there, but like yeah, and then the music's so good. Fucking the Elder, so that was my first playthrough when I did Champions of the Just and not in Hush Whisper, so that was the first time I had heard the Elder One's theme. So that's why it's such a good theme. It rules so hard, and that's why I lost my mind the first time I played in Hushed Whispers, and I was like, oh my god, y'all who played in Hushed Whispers first heard that theme that early. What else do I want to say? Oh god, just yeah, the implication for the Chantry and their beliefs about the Golden City and it being the throne of the Maker and all that stuff, and Corypheus being like, no, the Golden City was never the Golden City. It was already the Black City when we got there, and there was no Maker. And like is like, okay, what does that mean? And Corypheus just is a very, I love Corypheus's design. He has a great silhouette, so that like introduction with his theme coming in for the first time, where he's just coming out of the fire, and you like don't even realize that's what it is, that there's a silhouette coming. You don't even realize that right away. And the music's building, and everything's on fire, and there's an archdemon apparently, which you only get those during Blight, so it's like, what the fuck's going on there? And anyway, welcome to the rest of the game. Yeah, this is maybe a good time for me to take just a super quick break, because I do want to keep like this momentum going, but this is a little bit of a breather before we get into the next few like scenes. So yeah, I think I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm too excited to keep going. I'm just gonna pee and be right back. Okay, I'll see you guys shortly. Hello, I'm back. Our upstairs bathroom, as we have like we're cleaning stuff in a way where it's like shouldn't use it for a bit, so I went to use the downstairs bathroom where all the foster kittens are, except the downstairs bathroom is where we prepare their food, so they all got so excited when I went to the bathroom down there, and it was a terrible disappointment to them. And I'm like, no, I'm not feeding you guys, I'm so sorry, it's not time yet, it's not time, it's not supper. I'm so sorry. Ugh, they're awfully cute. There we go. Okay. All right. Anyway, that's my little story. That's how break went for me. Time to get back to the game. Anything funny? Oh yeah, okay, I did. I was like, did I? Yeah, I was pressing the button, but we can't. We have to walk. I did see a great Tumblr post back when this first came out that was somebody analyzing how many, like, what your injuries would be. Look, we're in rough shape. They're like dislocated shoulder or elbow from Corypheus yanking you up. He throws you. You get blasted at one other point. There's like... a good breakdown of just how fucked up you are. Ooh! You have gained Mark of the Rift, a focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage. It can even kill some enemies instantly. It's like, listen, I know... Oh, each party member has a person... Right. Man, I had forgotten that. I forgot that everybody has focus. I'm
falling back!
Oh, they were. Okay, great. I need... And the fact that our hand is continuously glowing is not a good sign. Is there anything helpful over here? No. I don't think so. I think I just have to keep moving forward. Okay. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're at normal running speeds. They're not making us go slow the whole time, but they're showing us limping at the beginning. And you know when you have a lasting visible injury, you know you're in trouble in a video game. So fucking cool. Also, it would be hard. I'm Canadian. I know what walking in this type of weather's like. It's rough. It's fucking rough. It's a struggle. You can't even breathe. That is, yeah, exactly. It's like, it sucks. Even when you're not horrendously injured. We gotta not be blocking with this hand. Have a light in our face? How can we see? Yeah. Oh! Yeah, there it goes! I was stressing. I was stressing my first time through. Let me tell you. To have so much good music and then no music. Dr. Chompy? Is it Dr. Chompy? We are in Ferelden. And it's just so cold. When it's already cold out and then you add wind, horrendous.
Embers. Recent?
This means we're going the right way, hopefully. Oh, such a struggle. So RIP Chancellor Roderick, who I gave a very hard time, but pulled through for us in the end. Hope on the horizon!
There! It's her!
Thank the Maker!
Yay!
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
Oh, hey, you made it.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
If they're arguing about what we do next, I need to be there.
Another heated voice won't help, even yours. Perhaps especially
I'd
yours.
try to bring a non-heated
Our leaders
voice.
struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead
Not
cannot
Jesus.
return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, winter servants of false-old gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker.
Yeah, he didn't really care
I
about
know
the
I
Maker.
could not
He
bear
worshipped
such.
the old gods. I just, where's my, I was like, I wasn't brought up in the chantry, you know?
Whatever the rest of you say, I felt no divine aid at the Conclave or Haven. The struggle ahead seems mine alone.
Well, they did manage to yell themselves out.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come.
The shepherd's lost, and his home is
Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark. Look to the sky. One day soon, the dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long, and the path
You were a real one in the end.
Look to the sky for one day.
Sometimes
Faith may have yet to
just need a
find you,
spontaneous choir
but it has already
to
found
get through a
them.
hard time.
A word.
Oops, he's
The
hot.
humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline, worthy of pride, save one detail. The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach.
You're right, Saberni.
Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
Ooh, ooh. I don't think we're quite that bitter. Not yet anyway. I don't know. I think we're apart. But I also don't think we believe that either. I think we're very wary of the pedestal we've been placed on and how easy it would be to be shoved off it.
Their blame won't matter if we can't get out of this wilderness.
That is the immediate problem. And it offers a solution that may secure your place in their hearts. You saved them at Haven. Perhaps you can again. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
I mean, you're gonna tell the Solas girlies that we're wrong? He got us a castle. You're gonna tell us that we're wrong? Oh, well, we're invited over to the cool table.
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus, what drew him to you.
He's insane, who cares? No. Yeah, he wanted the anchor, yeah.
He came for this, and now it's useless to him, so he wants me dead. That's it.
The anchor has power, but it's not why you're still standing here.
That's gumption.
Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us.
Aw, thanks.
The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it.
Oh, Josie looks so happy.
You.
Oh boy, they're so. I can both. I can be like, I'm a mage, but I'm an elf. I'm an elf mage. Oh god. I think we've grown past this about not wanting it. We're uncomfortable with it still, but like.
Perhaps I didn't hear you correctly. A mage at the head of the Inquisition.
Not a mage. You.
I happen to be a mage.
I will not pretend no
question.
one will object, but times are changing. Perhaps this is what the Maker intended. There would be no Inquisition without you. How it will serve, how you lead, that must be yours to decide.
Ooh, wait, what's special? I'll do it for my own power. What a fun heel turn that would be at this moment. What's the special? I wish it would tell us what the special was, because maybe I would prefer one of the other ones. Okay, it does. Great news, it is. Oh shit, but which... I think I would actually want elf more, but I don't know. I don't know that we will use any of the specials. I think we're pretty Corypheus focused.
Corypheus will never let me live in peace. He made that clear. He intends to be a god, to rule over us all. Corypheus must be stopped.
Wherever you lead us. Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor!
Josie!
So this is where it begins.
Bit of a fixer-upper, but I like it.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action. But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not
Fair
wrong?
point.
If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
Could his dragon really be an archdemon?
Yeah, Liliana,
What would
you've
that
seen
mean?
one.
It would mean the beginning of another blight. We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Yeah, that would also be like a wild turnaround. Like, I think by far the quickest turnaround between blights, because it's only been like 10 years since the blight. Maybe 9 years since it ended. So, very short amount of time, and usually there's like 100 or more years. Certainly, I don't think before there's ever been a blight where people were alive who remembered the previous blight, let alone most people remembering it.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated. Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god. I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and open your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
All right, I like you, lady, whoever you are. Okay, what was I going to do? I was going to, okay. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, I should go talk to Cole. No, okay, I will wait. I know I have only been going for like 2 hours, but I feel like this is a good point. Like, it would be nice to start with like getting our bearings in Skyhold. Also, one thing might take me a while. Coming up here, meeting Varric's friend. You can guess why. I don't know. I'm being coy, but I think you all can guess who it is. Certainly Liliana has. But yeah, that'll take a minute. Plus, I want to pull some screenshots up for no reason. And then, yeah. So I think we will end a little early. The only other thing I'm going to look to do is, okay, let's get those to close up for me. Anything else? I don't think anything else needs to close up for me. Great. This looks great. This looks great. Sweet. Okay. But yeah, I could do a quick little just like run around so you can see Skyhold, and then we'll call it. But first I want to see, can I, oh, my health. My health is so bad. Okay, I don't think I can go anywhere yet. I wanted to change my outfit immediately. Okay. But I will wait. Okay, so there's more rooms to look at. There's not as much. I don't know that everybody will be in their places yet. Because I think we'll want to start with speaking to Varric next time rather than me taking a bunch of time. So I'll just do a quick, like, yeah, this seems like a good vantage point to be like, we have this like cool little, we just have a little, I say little, we have a giant courtyard. There is a tavern in town, don't you worry about that. We have a whole bunch of side quests opening up.
Look at this place. It's a bloody palace, it is.
Yeah, it sure is.
Fit for a king, eh?
Ooh, and the best thing about Skyhold, no fall damage! Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll talk to Cole later, too. Yes, because we have to be properly... Oh, it's not going to let me explore over there yet. That makes sense. But yeah. We have too many things to look at all these people. Oh, you look distressed.
The area around Skyhold must be cleared of threats.
You're pacing back and forth.
Now. Let's make them proud.
Doing a classic BioWare animation. The hand thing while walking is the classic distressed BioWare NPC, or really anyone, but you'll see that a lot in, I mean, you see it in Dragon Age, but I feel like you see it a lot in Mass Effect. But yeah, this will be a big thing, is like, how well do I remember and can I make my way around Skyhold? Because I think I remember pretty well.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
How indeed? Sick. Oh, look at all these camps outside. Wow. Yeah, so I was gonna go, I was like, the last thing we'll do is change out of these pajamas, because you'll find we'll have access to a better outfit. Which, listen, the fact that we couldn't change our outfit in Haven wasn't too big a deal, because you just kind of wore your armor around the whole place, and it was just in cutscenes that you wore the pajamas. But now whenever we're in Skyhold, we're wearing the Inquisitor suit. So I call them pajamas because the fandom calls them pajamas, but they're not really pajamas in the same way Hawk's outfit was pajamas. Hawk's at-home outfit. So yeah. Okay, I'll come back to you guys. But yeah, we'll start next time with talking to Varric and meeting his friend, and then I'll maybe do my recap during what happens after that. Yeah. Look at this beautiful hall. Yeah, I know it's in pieces, but there's a fun chair. Oh, hello, there's my face. You would not wear those boots to bed. No, I would wear none of this to bed. It looks like it's all leather. Yeah, it's lovely. All right. Well, with that, we're gonna call it a slightly early one. There we go. I was like, what button do I need to press? Yeah. Yeah, I think if I do anything off stream, it'll be maybe a bit of experimenting to see what romance options may or may not be open. I don't know. But I might not. We might find that out all together. Though I do guess I have to remember to pull some screenshots before next stream. For reasons. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, given how much I talk about this game after each session and we discuss stuff, I think I'll be able to rein it in a bit tonight because I talked during a fair amount. But like, yeah, wanting to debrief from, I mean, I definitely don't want to dampen anyone's excitement for the rest of the game. I have talked before a bit how I feel like there's a lot of unfulfilled potential in the like latter section of Inquisition. But I think part of that is because this, like, the attack on Haven, In Your Heart Shall Burn, is so good, and so, like, it raises the stakes, I know that I have to, like, this is when we're deciding right now before I talk to everybody, because for sure I know that Solas you have to decide now, which is why I was like, I should talk to Solas before any of the other ones, because I will know for sure after his next conversation if I've locked myself out of the romance. And then we can like go from there. But yes, we will decide top of next stream, which I think, so this is my plan. My plan so far, and everyone has a week to give me any objections or opinions on this matter, but I think of the three, I'm prioritizing Solas, and then if I've locked myself out of Solas by being too much of a flirt, then we have Cullen and Josie as backups. I would actually like opinions on that, because I'm tempted to. The thing I love about the Cullen romance is, like, he's a golden retriever boyfriend, but also, I just like it that there's just something about the dynamic of, like, okay, you all knew we were going to be the Inquisitor because we always call her the Inquisitor and all that stuff, but now that we're officially the Inquisitor, I can talk about it openly. But the fact that we're the leader of the Inquisition and he's our commander of our army is such a fun, like, dynamic in my mind. So that's why I love the Cullen romance, and I know it's solid. But then, yes, Saberni brings in the reason why I would like to do Josie's, is because I have not done Josie's. I know some of what her romance entails just because I'm in the Dragon Age fandom and I've seen some stuff. But for the most part, I don't really know her romance very well at all. And I've heard it's cute. I've heard it's very, like, I was calling it fairy tale-esque, but very romance, you know? So, yeah. So, like, I think probably would go with Josie, but could be swayed to Cullen, is what I'm saying, if Solas is... But Solas is, like, I feel like... because I do plan to play Veilguard, I feel like there's a fun through line there. So those are the thing that we've spoiled the most talking, is that there's some through line there. But we won't say specifically how. Remember, spoiler free in the chat, but as much as possible, given what spoilers I've already given. But yeah. With us being a Dalish elf, we can romance Solas, so that's there. So that's why that's priority one for me. But I think right now the priority order is Solas, Josie, Cullen, and then I could be convinced to switch those. I could even be convinced to do Josie over Solas just by virtue of it being one that I and many others haven't in the chat haven't experienced before, so that we'd have a little bit of new content for everybody, and not just the people who haven't played before. So I could be convinced, is what I'm saying, but without anything to the contrary, that's the priority. That's the way it'll go so far. So, yeah. Yeah. I just love this game. I think, man, it really is wild. I mean, it's because I did, all of the side quests except for Forbidden Oasis off stream, and some on stream, I suppose. But like the fact that we just had In Hushed Whispers immediately followed by In Your Heart Shall Burn is so wild. Things will come. I think next Thursday will be a lot of conversations, a lot of talking, a lot of setting stuff up for this next like I'll call it the back half of the game, because like Haven is very much like a midpoint. I think in terms of time, it's actually more like the back 2/3 of the game. But yeah. Though I have mitigated that somewhat by doing most of the hinterlands already. I think in my playthrough had not done as much of the hinterlands at this point, and went back to it. Ooh, maybe that's another thing. So if we do a bunch of like chatting, well, I've opened up a few places though, so maybe I should open those up so that I can do side quests off stream. But I was like, I do like the idea of us going back and I already have it installed, don't you worry. I do have an outfit mod for a future quest, and it is installed and ready to go. I could change it up. I haven't modded Inquisition in so long that I don't know that I remember how. So I had like double checked, and I will double check. In this playthrough as well, because I guess the file I double checked in I was a human in, but and some of those mods are different depending on what race you're playing, but I can double check that it's working on this, and if it's working, then I might just leave the dress that I have, even though I maybe would like to switch up the outfit, but at the very least we won't have the default outfit. But yeah, so I was trying to avoid modding this as much as possible, just because I don't know that I remember how to do it, but I could find it. I could figure it out. I could look up how to do it. Yeah. Okay, and then yeah, because I used to have a mod for the default outfit that we're wearing right now as well. You haven't played since How You Mod changed. Right. That's a good point as well. I don't know that I have. I probably haven't, actually. But whatever, the mods I had previously installed were working, which is not a lot anymore, because I previously had outfit mods for Skyhold, for what you run around Skyhold is, and then the ability to change what outfit you're wearing in Skyhold was a patch. That was something they introduced later. So once they introduced that, it did ruin that mod, but then we had other outfits, so I didn't bother reinstalling anything. But yeah, but that was okay. I had that mod did cause a glitch. It was a nicer outfit. The one that I had modded in for Skyhold was a nicer outfit than any of the Skyhold ones, but the Skyhold ones are nice too. There's a few good ones. Yeah. You did get cute little outfits for that. Yeah. I mean, I will, maybe I'll do some digging for modding, but that will be low on my priority list. My priority list will be to get some screenshots. I'm like, should I set up a third monitor? I have a third monitor that I haven't set up because I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't really have a lot of space on my desk, and I could, like, if I could figure out a way to have it above me, but I don't, like, I can't really wall mount, so I don't know that I could do that. It's a whole thing. But anyway, if I could get a third monitor going, then I could have like a monitor that has the screenshots I need, and then a monitor that has all my stream stuff, and then a monitor that has the game. Yeah, you did get cute outfits for that back in the day. Yeah. Anyway, I'll look around. But I also don't want to tax the game too much, I guess. I did notice, that wasn't just the stream, I did notice that our frame rate was dropping during the, like, opening cutscenes of Haven. Which, yeah. So, okay, well, talking a bit more. Oh, I can talk a bit more about differences between if you choose. So I've talked a lot about how the fact that Champions of the Just and In Hushed Whispers are mutually exclusive quests, because when one you recruit the Templars and in one you recruit the mages, and whoever you recruit, you can't go back and like do the quest for the others. It's whoever you didn't recruit, you didn't do anything with their quest. So that was a bit of a spoiler for me doing Champions of the Just as an alternate reality, because you knew that, like, yeah, we're not there, so all that fuckery that happened there with the Red Templars and stuff, we didn't stop it. So that is why they showed up with Corypheus at Haven to attack us. That's why R.I.P. Varric would have been murdered in that initial attack. So that sucks. But the reverse is also true. If we had committed to Champions of the Just instead of In Hushed Whispers being our canon mission, if we had committed to Champions of the Just, then nobody would have... R.I.P. buddy. Yeah. It's him, and I will talk about the other thing that I miss about. I miss him in a mage playthrough, and I miss one other thing in a mage playthrough that I'll talk about in a second. Yeah, it's like no fucked up future thing happens because we had to go there in order for Alexius to try and pull his shit. But the Venatori are not stopped. And, like, there's still, in both cases, there's still, like, pockets of baddies around, but, like, our primary enemy now is the Red Templars, whereas if we had gone with Champions of the Just, our primary enemy would have been the Venatori. They would be in the main quest, the ones that we're working against, and, like, the path to try and find... how to defeat them is slightly different than it would have been if our quests coming up are going to be slightly different because we're facing off against the Red Templars than it would have been if we'd been facing off against the Venatori. They also brought up Cullen with his incredible eyesight noticed that it was Samson that was leading the Red Templars. Samson is a character, a very minor NPC from Dragon Age 2 that you as Hawk could meet. Samson is actually, or at least was, an ex-Templar who had kind of like... you might have to help refresh my memory, but like he was kicked out of the Templars. He was kind of a little more sympathetic to mages, but he was also like... he was helping smuggle mages get out of the circle, but then he also like seemed to kind of be frustrated with the situation in Kirkwall and was kind of I think he got a little progressively more or progressively less sympathetic to the mages as that went along. But you didn't see him a lot, so you didn't really see a lot of like where that was going or how that was going to end up. He was maybe doing... No, I was going to say he was maybe dealing lyrium, but no, I think he was just buying lyrium in the black market because Templars are given lyrium to magic rocks to... fuel their ability to suppress the magic of mages, but it is an addictive substance, so any ex-Templar who has started doing their lyrium and having their lyrium enhanced abilities is going to have a bit of a rough time leaving, and so I think Samson was, for that reason, dealing in black market lyrium or something like that. I don't recall how much of that was revealed in 2, but like some of it definitely was. But people were at the time just kind of like roasting Cullen for being like, that is the Samson is earlier, that is he will not make it easy. And we're like, really? Samson kind of seemed washed up when we met him in Dragon Age 2. Is he really? Okay. But yeah, so it's cool to have this like minor character come back who we are going to get to know a little better. But obviously, Samson being the like number 2 baddie for this game is not the case if we had done Champions of the Just. and the Venatori were our main enemy instead of the Red Templars. Instead, it's a mage lady named Calpurnia. And again, it's been 10 years since I did my Templar, like my Champions of the Just run, my first playthrough. And I have not done a Templar run since then. So I don't remember a lot, but I remember... you know basically nothing about, because you've played Champions of the Just, but in a like reloading to just to see what's up there way. But yeah, Calpurnia is really cool. And I just I don't recall you learning, like, she's in the game about as much as Samson is in the alternate reality, so it's not like you learn a whole lot about her, but she intrigued me, and I found her fairly sympathetic. And so she was a character that I would have been interested to learn more about and know more about. So that is it was her and Barris are like the things that I miss about Mage Run of Inquisition. But it's cool. It's cool that that's like I mean, it makes sense that you don't learn too much about them because you can like kind of swap them out, but it is cool that that's like a consequence of that decision. Is there is a villain that we're not going to meet in this playthrough because we defeated the Venatori. We didn't defeat them. There's still going to be pockets of Venatori that we'll run into. It's just primarily Red Templars now. But they were crushed. And I don't recall if the Venatori that remain are under the control of the Elder One or not, Corypheus or not. I don't remember that. Certainly the Venatori hang around as their own organization, so yeah. And then so the other thing being in Champions of the Just, we met Cole, and it's interesting that you can only meet Cole by doing Champions of the Just. You can meet Dorian even when you do Champions of the Just, because actually we saw it in this playthrough. We went to Redcliffe, we met with Dorian, he told us what was up with Alexius, and then in the alternate reality we went, okay, in that case we're going to the Templars, and that's how we met Cole, whereas there's no like way to meet Cole. So like if we had followed through with that and had Champions of the Just be our canon choice, then Dorian showing up at the gates of Haven wouldn't have been the first time we met him, but that's how he would return to us and return to the Inquisition. Though it is possible to meet Dorian that way. If you didn't go to Redcliffe at all, if you decided I'm not even going to bother with the mages, we're going straight to the Templars, and you never met him in Redcliffe, then you would meet him at the gate for the first time. But yeah, and he's in rough shape because he's been trying to get there and away from the Red Templars, which are designed to fight him. And, he shows up and he's all like, great. It's great. His entrance is great. And like I said, he kind of swoons. He collapses and Cullen catches him, and it was beautiful. Cole, I do really like his introduction at the gate as well. So even though I love his introduction, I do miss his introduction in Champions of the Just, because it's just wonderful. It's lovely. It is still, I don't know, they still do a pretty good job of establishing Cole at the gate, especially because that is the only way to meet him. And it was in the trailers. Yeah. Yeah, oh, good times. God, I've watched so much stuff leading up. And we were like, my boy, look at him. Yeah, because again, I got to talk about the fact, man, sometime, do I have it on my bookshelf here? I have, so like I mentioned, I talked about this a lot when I played Champions of the Just, because I couldn't stop gushing about how much I love Cole. But Cole was introduced in the book Dragon Age Asunder. That's actually where you as a consumer of media can meet him first. And he is like by far the most interesting character in that book, which like has a good cast of characters, but he's by far the best one. And my excitement that he was going to be a companion in the game was just through the roof, and I had high expectations for him in this game, and I don't know, seeing him in the flesh quote unquote, because obviously not really, but like it was just so satisfying and so heartwarming. I love him so much. And yeah, because I remember that being in the, we just lost, we were just so excited. I have such strong memories of, I like have tried to manage my expectations for Veilguard, so I didn't watch a lot of trailers. I didn't do a whole lot of, I watched like the one gameplay thing from a while ago, but I didn't watch a lot of trailers. I didn't read a lot of the stuff about it. I didn't, I got some like secondhand information from people who were keeping up with it, but so I wasn't like avoiding it per se, but I wasn't actively seeking it out, which is so different from Inquisition. I was looking into stuff all the time. I was following all the developers on Twitter. I was reading blog posts and so excited, and gobbling up every trailer that came out and all that stuff, and just the excitement at those trailers. I was so pumped. And I was so excited to see Cole, my beloved Cole. I love him so much. So you like get a sense, because it's interesting because they have to in a very short amount of time establish that he's weird. And I don't mean like he as like a person is weird. I mean like he as a like a what is he situation. Because in Champions of the Just, you meet him in the Fade. And so like something is weird about that, and he like has an understanding of the Fade and is like trying to apply that knowledge to and like explain that knowledge to you. And like as in this playthrough, we're a mage, we in theory have a pretty good understanding of the Fade, and yet he clearly has a much deeper understanding. He also is like invisible. And so we're like, what's that about? And like, anyway, so that's what I mean by like he's weird. And they have like a very short amount of time, if you meet him at the gate, to establish that. And this next conversation will like help with like meeting him here. Obviously they're going to do more to help establish that as well, but like I feel like his interactions with Roderick are which I had forgotten completely about his interactions. I had totally forgotten Roderick's fate and that he was the one who like knew how to get out of Skyhold. It was another case, or not Skyhold, out of Haven. That was another case of like, oh sorry I was ragging on you so hard, buddy. But I mean, he was being an asshole before. He figured it out in the end. But the fact that he knows immediately that he's dying, which again, you can like in the moment you can hand wave that, as he just didn't have much of a bedside manner and just announced it. But it's like he does have something that backs up that the confidence of that statement. But the big one is like Roderick looking in a direction and Cole also looking in that direction and being like, yes, this is what he's thinking and what he wants and like Roderick didn't say anything. That's weird. So that's like their way of kind of establishing some of that. Some of that stuff that like in terms of kind of being, I guess, without knowing much more at this point in the game, that he's like psychic or can read minds or can like has some kind of connection to the Fade that allows him to read minds, because he was literally in our mind in Champions of the Just. So we know that from that, but that's a good little way of like being like, okay, he has this moment with Roderick where he understands him on a deeper level, despite Roderick not even saying anything and having only just met him. And anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited to have Cole around. I'm excited to have Dorian around. I'm excited to start a romance. I'm excited to start everybody, like we're now in the part of the game where it's like, all right, now we're going to start getting like companion quests and getting to know all of our companions a bit more and being able to talk to them a bit more. And So yeah, we're into like the bulk of the game now, and that's exciting. And it's only, how many of these have I been doing? 8, 7, 8, whichever one I'm on. So I put it in the title. I don't remember. Yeah, just wild, you know. Well, 8. Could have done Detroit Become Human twice in that time. Not quite. Certainly could have, you know what we could have done is Resident Evil 3 twice in that time, for sure. Maybe even 3 times, actually, if by the 3rd time we were speedrunning, you know? If by the 3rd time we had such a handle on it. And we're gonna be here for a while. Yeah. This was also the point where I had talked about potentially doing a short game in between at this point, just to like break up the Inquisition a bit. But I am afraid that will lose a bit of momentum there. I maybe would do it at a different time, because then we'll come back to this and be like, wait, what were we just doing? So I'm not going to do that. If we do find that Inquisition is dragging in terms of number of sessions it takes to play through, I think there are other moments that I can choose to do that. But yeah, and only with a short game, like a 1 or 2 off game, because you want to get back to it. We don't want to be playing this game for 8 years. There might be another Dragon Age game out by then. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I think I've said what I wanted to say about In Your Heart Shall Burn and the excitement of Corypheus. Because that was the other thing. I was talking to Saberni about this, because obviously that's the big reveal, is that Corypheus is the Elder One, is the main antagonist of this game, which was very exciting. The Elder One as like a concept had been released. Like, we knew that our enemy was this Elder One. And a lot of people were pretty convinced pre-release that it would be one of the first Darkspawn, that it would be like someone like the Architect or or Corypheus, or like just a talking, intelligent Darkspawn, likely one of the original Magisters that walked the Black City. And a lot of fan theories being like, hey, we know Corypheus is still out there. I mean, we know. It is heavily implied at the end of the Legacy DLC that, much like an archdemon, when Corypheus died, he hopped into the nearest Grey Warden and possessed them. And that is how he is back, even though Hawk thought that she killed him at the end of the Legacy DLC. Concerning, but yeah. So I was, because I loved the Legacy DLC, I was like, man, I hope it's Corypheus. I would be so pumped if it was Corypheus. So I had that also going for me going into this quest, where it was like all the stuff I described before about it already throwing me off with us successfully getting the rift shut and then attacking our home base, which had been safe until then. I love a good home base attack. I love an effective home base attack. Is great. There's a tiny version of it in Origins where you get attacked at camp, like someplace that has been established as a safe spot in the game, where you're like just gathering your bearings. There's not really quests that take place there, certainly not combat focused ones. I love that. I love that shit. That's probably why Mr. X fucked with me, partially why he fucked with me so much in Resident Evil 2. That's another great example of that. And yeah, so then it did that, and then it had such a fucking sick introduction for our antagonist of the game, and then it revealed that antagonist was, it confirmed, because like when you see his face on the hill, I was like, I mean, certainly that's an original Darkspawn, and it looks an awful lot like Corypheus, so I think it's fucking Corypheus. And then he confirms it by being like, yeah, I'm Corypheus. I mean, he said it more cool than that, but yeah. So I was just so amped. And then just like the drama of you staying back to die, like you sacrificing yourself to stay back. And like there's that before leading up to that, there's that nice little moment. I really love that scene, that moment between you and Cullen where like he's talking through it and he realizes that you do not expect to survive staying behind, and he's like, oh, and like that's a great little moment there. And then we have you like, okay, we gotta keep, you have a reason to like be asking all these questions in a dire moment, and like a good story reason for a gameplay thing of just like wanting to chat with the villain of like, we're trying to keep him talking, we're trying to keep him from killing us before we have a chance to do the avalanche when our buddies go. And then you have like I love that a signal, man, a nice hopeful echo of what happened at Ostagar, where the signal happens but we're the ones who answer it. So instead of us being the people making the signal, we're the ones that answer, and we fucking did, and heroically sacrificed ourselves. But you know, we're not just giving up. We're gonna dive into a hole and try and crawl our way out, and then, oh, we're injured, and then, oh no, things are suddenly really quiet except for the sound of the blizzard, and oh no, it's getting worse and we're getting slower and it's getting cold, but yay, there's camp, and oh, our buddies are waiting for us, and oh, they come running to save us, and then everybody sings, which I know some people find cringe, but I always love it. And so that's great. And then we have beautiful swelling music. We have a cool conversation with Solas, and then beautiful swelling music, and then Solas gives us a castle. It's great. I love it. What a great series of scenes. Anyway, let me catch up with chat. Okay. And then there's you, who saw Corypheus and was like, oh cool, it's one of those old darkspawn like Corypheus, and didn't realize it was actually him until he said it. Yeah, I will say, in fairness to you, I did recognize him as Corypheus when they was revealed, but I was like, because I was so excited by that idea, I didn't let myself fully believe it until he actually said it, where I was like, I want it confirmed, but I'm like, that's Corypheus. Yeah, similarly was watching clips of House and was like, wow, Foreman's brother looks so much like Orlando Jones. He should play his brother in something. And guess what? It was Orlando Jones. Your brain is incredible. It gets so close. That's really funny. In your defense, House was on a while ago. I don't know, was Orlando Jones looking younger, and so you were like, wow, you could play the younger brother of Orlando Jones. I don't know. I'm trying to give you it out here. But that's really funny. That's actually two shockingly similar stories of like bringing up the person but not thinking it's the person. Yeah, excellent stuff. Anyway, love it. Just love. Haven is great. The destruction of Haven, In Your Heart Shall Burn, is great. I love it a lot. I was like, I know I just was all hyping up in Hushed Whispers and how it's my favorite quest in all of the Dragon Age games. And that is true. It is my favorite quest. But I also was like, but also the next one is also one of my favorite quests in all of the Dragon Age series. Yeah. Okay, alright, so, background Skyhold noise is gonna go away as I go here. Also, anyone who thinks the singing is cringe has never truly experienced the power of singing in group. And I think that's it. It's like, I was raised by a children's choir. No, that's too dismissive of. I was also raised by wonderful parents and a wonderful family. But like, I feel like I learned all of my appreciation of collaboration and music in choir, and I was in a very, very good children's choir, not to brag, but like a very, very good children's choir for 11 years, and was in other choirs, was in like school choir and stuff too, and high school musical, stuff like that, where it's just like, there is something that just is so deeply ingrained in me with people singing together, where it will always make me emotional. It will always get me because I love it. I love singing with a group. it's just, I find singing to be one of the most joyous things you can do, and to share in that in a group is even more joyous. It's like, I think there's a reason why like a lot of choral music, why choirs really were like were something that like came up in that like churches have choirs, and that there's a lot of like sacred music and stuff like that, because I think it feels very powerful, and so I think it makes a lot of sense to me that somebody who is like religious or spiritual would find that feeling in that experience. It's very like bonding. Yeah. It's you are immediately close with the people around you when you sing with them. And like for choirs specifically, if you're singing like in multiple parts and stuff, it is very fun to come together and like experience harmonies, and like, but even when you're not doing harmonies, if you're singing in unison, that is also like something that's really beautiful and lovely. And like even if you're singing in a group and you're not like doing it in a like professional setting where it's like not everyone's a singer, that is also very fun, because you're feeling it. It's instant connection. It's why singing along in a concert is so fun, and why like I think for anyone who hasn't sung in a choir, that like maybe the closest thing that I could maybe relate it to you guys for would be when you're at a concert and the person whose concert you're at plays a song that everybody sings along so loudly to. Drunk karaoke even to a certain extent, but usually when the person singing karaoke has chosen a favorite, like that everybody knows and everybody is singing along, that would be closer to it. Some of you have never sung Shosholoza with a man who was imprisoned at Robben Island. Oh no, I'm going to cry. You can't be bringing up memories like that willy-nilly while I'm in public. But yeah, it's some of my most emotional experiences have been... I love choir so much. Wow, is the first time I cry on stream gonna be about choir? That's hilarious. Music, dude. But yeah, it's just like, it's okay, I have a Kleenex nearby. Oops. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, I mean, I can't talk about it now, I'm too emotional, but like, I have so many experiences of music not just connecting me to the people I'm with. Call that scene cringe, you know nothing! But like, yeah, I don't know, where I just like, am connected not only to the people who I'm singing with and around me, and to a certain extent also like the audience, if it's in a concert setting and people are like listening, because you can really feel when you connect with an audience too. Like I said, I was very privileged to be in a very good choir that did some very like moving pieces, and you really, really felt it in the room when it connected with an audience. And you feel when it doesn't, which is why I know it's not just us, because you do feel when it doesn't. It also connects you to the people who have sung it before, and to the situations in which they were sung it before, because like our choir did songs that were performed that were like protest songs, I mean, the one I can't talk about too much because it will make me cry is we like sang a children's opera. Who, if I'm not careful, I am gonna dox myself. But like, that was like performed in really horrific circumstances initially. and who we were like singing a translation that was done by someone who's connected to its history, and like you're like, how do I talk about this? Yeah. So like it's and so it's connected to like, so yeah, you feel connected to those past people, and then it's like you also think about like, I don't know, protest music is such a like powerful, I mean, when we talk about the other example of a game that I've played on stream that has a scene that some people find cringe, that I really love, is at the end of Detroit Become Human, you can choose to sing. And I think the survivors singing with us from the audience, yeah. Yeah. So, like, there's a rich history of music being used in protest situations and being used in horrific situations. So, so I just find it really powerful. God, thank God I wore my waterproof mascara. Gets me all riled up. It's okay, I knew you meant riled. Yeah. Anyway. It's, yeah. So like I get like a bit emotional during the scene in Inquisition. I definitely don't find it cringe. I actually probably get more emotional because of the swell of the music and like the lead up to the reveal of Skyhold, because I just like get overcome with emotions in general. But like certainly I'm so far from cringe that I'm like, and it's like, again, I guess it's not gonna be for everyone, but I just like this emotion, this response that I have to like the idea of music, and particularly choral music, is why I don't think there is a circumstance where I would find that cringe. But yes, that's why I brought up Detroit Become Human, and why it's even more appropriately because protest music is such a thing. Just singing in the face of like, shut up, you're cringe and ignorant. I think that is very much like and like singing in the face of horrendous circumstances, but also singing out of a place of anger and of I don't know, righteousness, I guess. I think like a lot of protest songs come from a place there. And you see new ones get written all the time. And I think the reason why like music as a form of protest is so powerful is because of that instant connection. And it's a way to like connect yourself to strangers who are fighting for the same thing. Which again goes back to like sacred music. It's like connecting people who are believing in the same thing and stuff like that. Choirs are great. I love choirs. Choral music is great. Singing together is great. Music is great. Everyone should sing. You don't have to be good to sing also. I feel like a lot of people don't sing because they feel like they're not good, and I don't care. If anyone makes you think that you shouldn't sing, they're bad. They're a bad person. Everyone should sing. Everyone should experience the joy of singing. And I don't know, if it turns out it's not for you, then fine. Everybody's different. That makes sense. But don't let somebody else tell you not to sing. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, now that I'm all snotty, it's time to do my outro. Okay, anyway, if you want to see me play video games and not cry, I think this is my first time crying on stream. I think I've gotten close before, but I think I've managed to hold it in. So that's funny, but you know, we had to break the seal at some point. Something was going to make me cry. But yeah. Okay, VODs. If you want to watch my VODs, which I'm in the process of reorganizing, this doesn't matter to you guys. It won't affect you. It only affects me in my life. For real, if you ever got a word tattoo, it will probably be, for the wretched of the earth, there is a flame that never dies. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Yeah. 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 Oh, that's why. Ooh, you know, I mean, talking about, we were just talking about, Les Mis the other day, and like, that's probably why, everybody cries in Les Mis, regardless, because, it's just, is like there's protest songs in Les Mis by virtue of the fact that it's a musical about not about a revolution, but like certainly the setting is for a large part of it a revolution, and then yeah, that one that ends tragically for the characters. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, Les Mis is great. But anyway, I have VODs. You can follow me on YouTube. You can follow me anywhere on the internet. I'm actually, wait, maybe I'll switch things up and start there today. I'm everywhere on the internet as QuiteContraryTV. You can follow this, it fails, but it's hopeful anyways. Good shit. Yes. And that is why Calamity is the best thing Critical Role's ever done. Anyway. But yes, I agree. That is what's wonderful about Les Mis. Someday I'm going to make a video that's about Calamity, but also will for sure talk about Hadestown and Les Mis in it as like other good examples of what I think Calamity does really well. Anyway, you can find me everywhere on the internet as QuiteContraryTV. But you can follow that link tree in order to get direct links to anywhere if you're not sure. That includes my YouTube channel, where I upload my VODs. So if you want to catch up on my past Dragon Age streams, you miss any, you want to refresh your memory, you're like, who is Samson? What is she talking about? I think I did meet him on stream for Dragon Age 2. But if you're like, who the fuck is Corypheus? Go find the stream where I played Legacy, you know, refresh your memory there. It's a great DLC. Stuff like that. You can do that all over at my YouTube channel. I do have another YouTube channel with my friends called Polychrome. Over there, we play video games. We talk about nerdy stuff. We review stuff. It's a good time, and it's more like polished stuff. It's all edited content, so you can check it out if you want something that's a little bit more bite-sized with what you're watching, as opposed to hours-long VODs over on my channel. If you like what you see over there, and you like all the people that I'm hanging out with and playing games with and are talking about nerdy stuff, and you're like, I wish I could follow all these nerds on Twitch, I have great news. They do all have Twitches, and they do all stream, so you can find them here. We've got Venomous Goat TV streaming on Sunday evenings, Robadoo TV streaming every other Sunday afternoon, every other Monday evening, and every other Friday afternoon. We have Cinema Bun streaming on Tuesdays, Rosale Play streaming on Wednesdays evenings for both of those, Vantana PNX streaming on Friday evenings, and Chromavision streaming on Saturday afternoons. Most of them are on hiatus right now, so give them a follow so that you can tell when they're back. I will also promote them when they're back and let you all know. But Venomous Goat TV, Robadoo TV, and myself are streaming pretty regularly these days. So yeah, give us all a follow. I think that's it. I think that's all I gotta say. You know, go join a choir. Bye. Wow, I didn't even let myself fully finish that. But anyway, bye.